So how is everybody doing today? It is Friday, y'all. And I don't know about y'all, but I am so happy that it's Friday. It has been one of those weeks for sure. I'm sitting here working and as I talk to y'all. So I hope that is okay. I will be very weird as I'm doing it. I look straight up like an old. I got my pearls on. Oh my God. Well, I think that's okay. So, hey Lambo, how you doing today, my friend? I was just sitting here looking at myself and I was like, I look like an old ass woman. I got my pearl earrings on and I got my pearl necklace on and I'm like, this is some craziness. But I don't know about any old women with purple hair though, but I was like, Lord have mercy. I can't wait for my hair to grow. I hope you're doing well on this Friday. I'm so happy it's Friday. I am working, just so you know if I keep looking around. I just wanted to hop in and say hey. But I'm working and I have some stuff that I have to do before I get off at 4. And let me tell you, I am ready for 4 o'clock. It has been a crazy week. We had oh, thank you so much. Hey Charles, how you doing? Yes, it has been forever. I was just telling Lambo that I am working, but I wanted to hop in and say hey to y'all. Now that I've figured out how I can go live from my iPad, it makes life a lot easier because I can just go live and I don't have to pull out my computer and do all that crazy stuff. I can just sit here and chit chat with y'all. I wanted to get on this morning. Was it this morning? And I was going to get on here and I was going to have coffee with y'all. And I was going to do that. Let's see what day. It might have been yesterday I wanted to do that. Well, hey, Austrian Stacker, how are you doing? I'm so glad to see you. I'm so glad to see all y'all. I was just saying that I wanted to get on here yesterday morning and have coffee with y'all. And what happened? Something happened yesterday that I wasn't able to do it. Our dishwasher went out. So the dishwasher guy came today and he thinks he got it fixed, but he doesn't. Apparently there's 2 boards in a dishwasher and he's not sure if he got it. It's working, but he's not sure if the board that he's fixes the dishwasher completely. Been busy cleaning house and printing orders today. So, oh yeah, busy's always good. I've been so busy, y'all. It is just crazy because I have launched a podcast. If you guys have seen that, I have posted the podcast here on this page too. But I did that. I'm working on my crochet. I'm going to give y'all an update on my crochet because if you remember a couple months ago, I was telling y'all about this ministry that I started where I make blankets and I make hats. And that's why I changed the channel name to Lady Handmade, whatever it was. But I wanted to do other things. So I just didn't want it to be about making handmade. I'm trying to figure out what's up with my hair. Handmade items. So that's why I changed the name to Hodgepodge with Angela because it's a little bit of everything. But I'm going to show you all the blankets that I've made. I had to have surgery on my hand. Well, actually my elbow. I had to have surgery because my hand was going numb, falling asleep. So I had to have surgery on my hand, which slowed me down with the crochet, and it still slows me down from time to time. I will get, my hand will start hurting because he told me it could take up to a year, sometimes longer for something like that with the nerves to heal. So I've been, working, getting that healed, but I've been working on the blankets, and I've got tons of hats made. I do want to work on some more, but life has just been so busy lately. It's just been insane. It's good therapy for the hands. It keeps my circulation going. I'm right-handed, and it's really weird because it's my left hand that has given me the issue. Because I guess the way I hold the needle and everything, or not the needle, but the yarn as it pulls off the skein. Well, y'all don't care about that. But it's really bothered my hand, so I had to have surgery, which I think the crocheting brought the issue to light, and therefore I had to have surgery to have it fixed. And but it's getting better. It's just taking some time. But so I've been working on those blankets and the hats, and I want to show you all the updates on the blankets. I've got about 5 made. I just had to weave in the ends and everything. But it's funny because the Cancer Society, or the Cancer Treatment Center that I'm making the blankets for, she called me a couple weeks ago and said that they're having a benefit for the Cancer Treatment Center, and they have a Elton John, Elton John tribute band. So they're going to have a tribute band for their foundation, and she asked me if I would make a blanket to be donated. So I'm working on that right now, and I had to start the thing over like 5 times. I don't know what was going on, but there was a certain number of stitches that were supposed to be there and they weren't there, so I had to start it over many times. And it's a pretty colored yarn, and all the red was on one side, so I was like, I can't have red on one side. I need to, fix. I don't know. It's just been a mess, but life has been busy. But it's Friday. I'm excited that it's Friday. I'm going to South Carolina tomorrow. My sister's having birthday parties for my 2 nieces, and I know a lot of you that have been with me for a while, you remember that my nieces, one's September the 10th, I'm September the 11th, and the other one is September the 12th. So we're all right there together. So she usually has a little party for them, and this time it's going to be at an ice cream arcade place, so it should be a lot of fun. But I'll go up there. The party is 12 to 2. Oh my gosh, Freedom Stacker, how are you doing? Thank you so much. You are, that is so sweet of you, Freedom Stacker. I didn't even know you were in here. You surprised me. Well, thank you so much. It's not a big party, Charles. Well, I guess it is. They're inviting a lot of their little friends from school. And my niece, she wrote me and said she wanted this thing called U-Tunes or something like that. And so she sent me a picture of what she wanted. It was a shark with cheese. I don't know, shark with cheese. So I ordered it, not knowing that it was coming from flipping China. And it's coming from China. Oh, well, thank you so much, Theo. I'll take all the support I can get. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. That is awesome of you. And thank you again, Freedom Stacker. That is so sweet of you. But it's coming from China. It's going to be here the 13th, of course, after I get back from the party. Well, then she wrote me the other day and she said, oh, I changed my mind. I don't want that. And I'm like, baby, I can't send that back. I'm not sending that back. Then she wanted something else. And I told her, I said, it won't be here in time for the party. That little girl, she's 7 years old, y'all. She went to the site of this little thing, this little plushie thing that she wants. She went to the site and she looked it up and saw that it'll take 5 to 7 days for shipping. And she's like, what does that mean? I said, well, honey, that means once it's shipped, that it'll take 5 to 7 days for them to prepare it, and then it'll take ever how long it, needs to take to get to me. That little booger says to me, well, can't you just send it to my house? So that's what I've done. So her birthday presents, the youngest one, her birthday presents won't be here till after her birthday. The oldest one, she wanted a thing for a tarantula, some sort of cake. I know, Charles, right, kids. And I told my sister, I said, I feel so bad because her gift's not going to be there. And she's like, we shouldn't have let her change it. But I can't tell that sweet little baby girl that I'm not getting her that gift that she wants. So anyway, yeah, that's it, a terrarium. So she wants that, which I bought her. It's just a little one. It almost looks like a, what do you call those things? The sand crabs you get from Myrtle Beach or the beach. It almost looks like that. But she wanted that. She wanted some fun pencils because she's having a really hard time at school. She's 8 years old, y'all. She's supposed to be 9. And she's having issues with a little girl at school that brings all these fun pens and pencils and gives them to all the kids at school. So all the kids at school like this other little girl. And my niece is struggling with the fact that, that's what's happening. So we just, had to, yeah, that's it, hermit crab. So she's struggling with that, and it's just, I'm so glad I don't have no kids, because I would just, it would just be, I don't know that I could handle it. I just don't know that I could. I would be that mom that was at the school ready to kick some tail, some 7-year-old butt. But my two nieces are super smart, but my other niece is having the issues. She's really smart. I mean, that little girl was reading at 5 years old, reading that just, impressed us. I don't know. But anyway, I'm going up there for birthday party, and then I'll come back home. It's a 3-hour ride, three and a half by the time I stop. So I'll get back home, and then hopefully I can catch the football game. Are y'all doing anything fun this weekend? Anything happening in y'all's world? How's the weather where you guys are? It's nice outside here. It's still a little on the humid side, but it's a lot cooler today, and it's supposed to be even cooler tomorrow. Let me see. Let's see. The weather right now here where I'm at. Oh, it says it's raining. It's 76. And then tomorrow, it's supposed to rain all day. No, that's 7 a.m. The high is supposed to be in the 70s. So that's pretty nice. Cleaning house and may go fishing. Oh, that's fun. We have some new neighbors that moved in next door to us. And he has 2 fishing boats. And when I went over and introduced myself and everything, he's like, "Oh, does your husband fish?" And I said, "Well, he does. He just, doesn't really go that often." So he was like, "Well, I'll be glad to take him," because he has 2 fishing boats. I don't know why you need 2, but he has 2. And so maybe he'll take him fishing. I don't know. Let's see what this is. We got a new 401k plan at work. Excuse me. And they are telling, okay, that's nothing. I don't need to do anything. So, but got those new neighbors, and he likes to fish. So maybe he'll take Hubby B fishing with him. They go sometimes to his brothers and fish, but they haven't done that in a long time just because everybody's been so busy. Hubby B's been working a lot. And y'all know that his job is just terrible anyway, because they'll get enough people. They're supposed to have 4 people in the group. They always just end up with 2, and then he has to pull up the slack, and he just works all the time. And then it's so weird because his boss is like, "Well, on Fridays, you need to make sure that you work 8 hours, and you have to work till at least 3 o'clock. So he went in this morning, and he hopes to be home when I get off at 4 so we can head out the door and go have some dinner. And we like to go early so we can get home early. So, anybody watch Cobra Kai? Are you any Cobra Kai fans here? Cobra Kai on Netflix drops today. So excited. Can't wait to see that. I've watched all the series, and it's funny because growing up I was a team. Holy crap. What's it? Daniel. I was team Daniel. But now I'm all about some team Johnny, even though his character is so goofy. I mean, he says he is an idiot. But oh my gosh, it's so good. We really enjoyed Cobra Kai. So that'll be on, I think that comes on, I think it's already launched maybe. And so we'll catch that. And then does anybody watch that? There's a show, I think it's on Hulu, called The Patient with Steve Carell. It's supposed to be really good. I heard some good positive things about that. Y'all know how we are. We like our shows, and we like to share our shows. That's the only thing we do now is watch TV. You can't go nowhere. Can't do anything because everything's so daggum expensive. It's all about how the story is told on Karate Kid. It's funny. We watched the Karate Kid a couple weeks ago. It was on TV. And we watched the first one, and it's so good. I mean, the movies from the 80s and 90s and stuff like that are so good. And the movies now are just crap, a lot of them. I know Hubby B likes, what is that show? Lord of the Rings or The Hobbit or something like that. And Amazon's released like a $5 billion thing with Lord of the Rings or something, and Hubby B started watching it, and he said it's terrible. And we saw Jurassic Park, the last one. We didn't like it. It just wasn't that good. We did go see Jaws in the theater. Jaws was playing here, and I'm a huge fan of Jaws. Yep, that's a fan favorite. Ring of Power. Oh yeah, Ring of Power. What about what's the one that's on HBO? The one from Game of Thrones. We want to watch that one too. But we went and saw Jaws. Jaws was playing in the theater here, and I'm a huge fan of Jaws. Always have been. I bet I've seen it 100 times. And it was funny because we were going on Sunday, and probably on Thursday night before I watched it, it was on TV. So I turned it on and watched it, and Hubby's like, "You watching Jaws? We're going to see it." I said, "I watch Jaws. Anytime I'm flipping through the channels and Jaws is on, I'm watching it." And there's some trash under my desk. Had some crackers earlier, and the dogs get my paper. And this is what's left of it. Anybody see the new Elvis movie? Yeah, House of Dragons. That's it, House of Dragons. Have y'all seen the House of Dragons? We want to watch that one. We haven't seen it, but we hear it's really good. We were both huge Game of Thrones fans. We both love Game of Thrones. Of course, my favorite was Jon Snow and Ned Sparks. I was still bitter about Ned getting beheaded. That made me angry. But we love Game of Thrones here. And the new Elvis movie, if y'all fans of Elvis, was so good. If you haven't seen it, I'm a huge I love Elvis like I love JFK. Probably Elvis even more, if that's possible. But that's why I talk. If you guys notice, when I talk, one side of my mouth goes up. And it's because we were all Elvis fans growing up, like my mother, my sister, huge Elvis fans. And my mother used to always joke and say that Elvis was our daddy. So, which he's not. I mean, if Elvis was my daddy, I mean, I'd be living high in the hog somewhere like Lisa Marie. But she would always say that Elvis was our daddy, which we knew better. But it was just fun. So I learned how to talk moving my lips up and down like Elvis used to. And you can see it when I talk a lot of times. I'm trying not to do it anymore. I mean, I'm 50 years old, and I'm still talk with my mouth like Elvis, but I've done it for so long, I can't stop. But that's why I do it. That's why I talk. If you've noticed now that you guys see me live, and you can see I talk, and it curls up on one side. I can't do it on that side. I can do it on that side. How you doing, baby? I can do that, but I can't do it on the other side. But that's the side it goes. It's so weird. I'm so goofy. But Elvis ain't my daddy, but my mama tells us that. Because when I redid my office and, I put all these pictures and stuff back here, she's like, "I can't believe you ain't got one of your daddy up there." We're goofy. Our family's so goofy. But the Elvis movie's good. I'm going to catch it. It's on HBO right now. So I want to watch. I've seen it twice in the theater. Hubby B and I went, and then I went to South Carolina. My sister and her family went out of town, and I went up there to stay with the dogs and just sort of house sit for a little bit. And I went to see Elvis with my mother. And of course, I'd already seen it. And she was crying, because if you haven't seen it, the end's the very best part if you're an Elvis fan. But it was really good. So, but I just wanted to hop on and see how y'all were doing today and what y'all gonna do this weekend. And like I said, now that I can hop on here live just any time, I can do it just any old time. And I do appreciate y'all's continued support. I have said from the beginning that this is still the best community on YouTube, and you guys are. I mean, through all my craziness of changing and how I wanted to do things, and I went from Lady Boyan to the ministry, and then I've had Hodgepodge twice. You may have not even noticed it, but I changed the name to Hodgepodge. This is the second time because I did want to do other things, and everything's so expensive. We haven't even bought any of that other stuff that we were doing. We don't even have any of it anymore on hand. It's all off site. But life has just been crazy, and you guys have just been so supportive, and it has just been phenomenal. Like I was saying earlier, I'm still making the Handmade Ministry is not going away. I just changed the name of the channel. That's all. And if you can see that I've been posting some, and you guys probably haven't watched it, and that's okay. But the videos I've been making, the crochet videos, on Thursday nights I do a church group. We do what's called a connect group, and I'm showing some folks from my church how to crochet. And those videos, we go over it, and then they watch the video on their own time, and then hopefully they'll help me make some blankets and hats later on. Hey, Patriots Mom, I like the blue. I like the color of your wall. It is a blue. I think it's called September blue. It's a very pale, it's very pale blue, but I think it's called September blue. But I'm glad you hopped in, Patriots Mom. Hope you've been doing. I haven't seen Merrick in a while. Hope you tell him hello for me. I haven't seen him. But you do tell him I ask about him and his sweet wife. You tell that, I ask about them and tell him I said hello. But I'm still doing the Handmade Ministry. Like I said, it's just I wanted to do other things on the channel, and I know you men don't care, but I enjoy doing the makeup tutorials and stuff like that. It's a lot of fun. It's really an outlet for me because I've had some issues with anxiety since all this COVID stuff and being stuck at home. So I have to have something to do. I like talking to you guys. I mean, it's just great. I have to have somebody to talk to. And it's been stressful. I mean, I know you guys have probably experienced some of it too, but just the channel has just been an outlet for lots of different things. So that's why I changed the name to Hodgepodge, because it's just everything now. So, but I'm going to hop off. I've been rambling here for about 20 minutes, and I don't know. I can't see who's in here anymore, and that's a drawback to doing it this way. I can't see who's still in here, but Freedom Stacker, thank you so much. You guys are the best. And Charles, Patriots Mom, Lambo, you guys are so sweet. Theo hopped in and said hello. So I think I got everybody that I can see. Austrian Stacker hopped in. He said he was at work. Oh, there's Freedom Stacker. He said he was at work, just hopping in. We're moving today. He quit his trucking job. He's going to be a sheep farmer. No way. Wow. He quit his job driving his truck. A sheep farmer. I would never thought he would be a sheep farmer. He needs to post some of that stuff. Maybe he has, and I just hadn't had an opportunity to see it. But you tell him that I asked about him. And bye, Lambo. I got to hop off too. I got to get back to work. But thank you guys for your continued support. Hope you have a fabulous weekend. And look for me again next week. Bye, y'all. I got to figure out how to end. Bye, y'all.